Have you ever heard about a laughter epidemic? Yes, you heard it right, a laughter epidemic. Now imagine the year 1962, in the serene village of Kashasha, nestled on the shores of Lake Tanganyika. A peculiar event unfurled, one that would etch itself into the annals of history as the Tanganyika laughter epidemic. This was no ordinary event. It was a phenomenon that swept across the village, gripping around 1,000 inhabitants in its wake. The laughter was not the jovial kind we associate with joy or humor. No, this laughter was different, strange, and unsettling. It lasted not for minutes or hours, but for several relentless months. The laughter was so potent, so contagious, that it led to an unprecedented shutdown of schools and workplaces. A village held hostage by laughter, an outburst that was far from funny. This was not your everyday laughter. It was a contagious laughter that led to schools and workplaces being shut down. The outbreak began at a local boarding school for girls. It was an ordinary day when the first chuckle echoed through the hallways. What started as a simple giggle soon escalated into a roaring laughter that was anything but joyous. The laughter, uncontrollable and contagious, quickly spread from one girl to another, turning the entire school into a cacophony of hysterics. It didn't stop at the school gates. Like wildfire, it spread, reaching every corner of the village, infecting everyone it touched with its inexplicable mirth. This wasn't just laughter, it was an epidemic. But this laughter was no laughing matter. It was often accompanied by physical symptoms: pain that gnawed at the gut, fainting spells that left individuals incapacitated, respiratory problems that made every breath a struggle, and bouts of random screaming that pierced the air. What started as a ripple of laughter soon became a tidal wave. An uncontrollable laughter that grew into a wave engulfing the entire village. The laughter epidemic had profound impacts on the community. It was no laughing matter, quite literally, as the outbreak disrupted daily routines and brought life as they knew it to a standstill. Picture a once vibrant community now held captive by a bizarre, unexplainable laughter epidemic. Schools, the foundation of the future, were shut down, leaving children's education hanging in the balance. Workplaces, the lifeblood of the economy, came to a halt, affecting livelihoods and causing economic distress. Local authorities were left in a quandary, grappling with a situation that was as perplexing as it was unprecedented. The medical community was called upon to shed some light on this mysterious phenomenon. Doctors, scientists, and medical experts descended upon the village, armed with stethoscopes and theories, trying to unravel the mystery of the epidemic. Psychogenic illness, a form of mass hysteria caused by high stress levels, was one theory put forward. Others suggested that it was a form of spiritual possession or a strange reaction to a local plant. Some even speculated that it was a form of social rebellion, a collective refusal to conform to societal norms. Each theory was more intriguing than the last, adding to the enigma of the Tanganyika laughter epidemic. Despite all efforts, the cause of this bizarre event remains unclear. The laughter epidemic of 1962 remains one of the most mysterious and surreal events in medical history, a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. Months later, the laughter eventually subsided. The end of the laughter epidemic was not marked by a grand finale, but rather a gradual decline. Most people reported the laughter lessening over a period of several weeks, and for some, it took even several months. But it wasn't simply a return to normalcy. The laughter had left its mark. Many of those affected reported experiencing residual effects, such as difficulty concentrating and recurrent bouts of uncontrolled laughter, even years after the event. In the aftermath of the epidemic, the village of Kashasha was left with a surreal legacy. The event beckoned an influx of sociologists and psychologists, eager to unpack this unprecedented phenomenon. The theories they proposed were as varied as they were intriguing. Some suggested mass psychogenic illness, a form of mass hysteria triggered by high levels of stress or anxiety. Others pointed to a shared cultural belief or a form of psychological contagion. Yet, despite all these theories, no definitive conclusion has been reached. The laughter epidemic of 1962 remains a confounding puzzle, a testament to the uncharted territories of the human mind. It serves as a stark reminder of how much we still have to learn about ourselves and the complex interplay between our minds and bodies. As we delve deeper into the annals of medical history, we find ourselves face to face with the enigmatic and the inexplicable. The Tanganyika laughter epidemic remains one of the most mysterious and unsettling events in medical history. So, what do we know about the Tanganyika laughter epidemic? Back in 1962, the village of Kashasha was hit by a contagious laughter outbreak, affecting around 1,000 people. The epidemic caused physical symptoms, prompting schools and workplaces to close for several months. Yet, the aftermath and the end of this peculiar occurrence remain shrouded in mystery. The Tanganyika laughter epidemic of 1962, an event that affected thousands, remains an unsolved mystery, a surreal testament to the power of laughter.